Today is our St. Patty's Day special. We're going to be making corned beef and cabbage, and this is a traditional Irish dinner that most people eat on St. Patrick's Day. I'm not quite sure of the background of it. I've talked to a few Irish people. One gentleman I was actually trying to get in touch with before the show, but I couldn't. But I do remember him saying that it was a meal that a lot of the Irish immigrants used to cook. The corned beef and the potatoes was a staple in most Irish homes when they came over from Ireland. Like I said, not positive. I tried to give him a call. I couldn't get in touch with him before we started. So just these are the main foods you'll need to make a corned beef and cabbage dinner. So you're going to need the corned beef. You can use the brisket or the point cut. So I use about 1 pound per person. Carrots, about 3 carrots per person. You'll have leftovers with this amount. 2 potatoes per person. You can use red or russet potatoes are good. 1/2 of sweet potato per person. About 1/3 to 1/2 of a white onion, depending on the size, and 1/4 head of cabbage per person. All right. Most corned beef, when you buy them, they come with a seasoning packet. This one didn't. I couldn't find any with it. So if they do, just make it the way I'm going to tell you with a seasoning packet. This one doesn't, so I'm going to throw some seasoning in, but I wouldn't necessarily add the seasonings I'm going to put in today to a corned beef that already has a packet. So what you want to do is bring a large pot to a boil. I use this pot, a good stock pot. Bring it, fill it about halfway full, and bring it to a complete boil, which I have already done that. Put this light on here. So if you want to step over. Alright, so you want to let the water come to a complete strong boil. And you're going to add the corned beef to it. Once it's boiling. Okay, so you're going to add it, and there's juices in this little baggie, and you can let them drop right in. Don't worry about not getting the juice in, because it's going to boil. And it won't come out. Over. Alright, drop it right in there. So if you don't have a seasoning packet, what I'm going to throw in there today is I'm going to throw in about, I have a 3-pound corned beef. I'm going to throw in about 5 cloves of garlic, but that's just because I love garlic. So it really depends on how much garlic you like. About a teaspoon of peppercorn, whole peppercorn, and a teaspoon of mustard seed. And I'm going to throw 2 bay leaves in. And you're going to let this boil for 50 minutes per pound. But I'm going to come back after about 2 hours to add, well, this is going to go for approximately 2.5 to 3 hours. It's going to take to cook this entire meal on the size corned beef I have. So we're going to come back after about 2 hours, and we're going to add all the vegetables. At that point, we'll let it boil until those are cooked, and that should be perfect time for that. So we're going to let this simmer for about 2 hours, and I'll see you then. Welcome back. Okay, so it's been about 2 hours since we've last spoken, and the corned beef has been boiling. So we're going to be adding the vegetables. I've washed and cleaned and cut everything up. I've quartered the cabbage here. I have 1 large white onion, so I've peeled and quartered that. I peeled the carrots but left them whole. The sweet potatoes I've peeled and cut into about quarters, and the red potatoes I left the skin on but cut them in half. If they were a smaller size and quartered them if they were large. Okay, so first of all, take the lid. You can see the corned beef in there. It's shrunk quite a bit. And that's why you allow a pound per person, because it shrinks so much. First, I put the onion in. Just be careful for splashing. That's why it's good to have a really deep pan. And then I put the colander with the root vegetables in next. And the whole time we're cooking this at about a medium to high heat. You want to keep it at a constant boil. And then the cabbage goes on top because that's the thing that's going to cook the fastest. So it can be right on top. And there you have it. We're going to cover it and we're going to cook it for about 45 to 50 more minutes. Oh, welcome back. It's been about an hour. The potatoes and all the veggies should be done. So we're going to come over and check it out. Everything looks good. I'm going to shut the heat off. And I am going to put it on a serving platter and cut up the corned beef. So now we have completed the corned beef and cabbage. Here it is. We have a platter right here, but this is a single serving size right there. Everything's very well cooked, ready to serve. A lot of people have it with mustard, vinegar, and butter, but there it is. A traditional Irish dinner. And it's served usually with the Irish soda bread, which there'll be a video to follow on how to make the Irish soda bread. So enjoy and happy St. Patrick's Day.